guess a treat.
Hold on tight, Michael McIntyre's The Wheel starts spinning Saturday at 8 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Now on BBC One, the lunchtime news with Joanna Gosling.
Good afternoon. Sir Keir Starmer has accused the Prime Minister of corrupt and contemptible behaviour in trying to protect the Conservative MP Owen Paterson after he was found to have broken lobbying rules. The Labour leader said the government's attempt this week to overhaul the system that judges MPs was trashing the UK's reputation for upholding democratic standards. Cabinet Minister George Eustice has dismissed the situation as a storm in a teacup. Our political correspondent Ione Wells reports.
The symbol of British democracy in the UK and overseas. But after a week where the government U-turned on its plans to overhaul the system that holds MPs to account here, just as one of their own MPs was facing a 30-day suspension, some fear that image has been turned upside down.
It's a pattern of behaviour, and what makes me most angry is the Prime Minister is trashing the reputation of our democracy and our country, and so this is far from a one-off and a U-turn, a bad week for the government. It's a pattern of behaviour by a Prime Minister who doesn't know how to uphold standards in public life.
The Labour leader's anger is tangible after Conservative MPs blocked a recommendation to suspend their MP Owen Paterson after he breached lobbying rules, calling instead for an overhaul of the MP's standards watchdog. The government U-turned on their plans less than 24 hours later, and Owen Paterson has since resigned. While the government has apologised and called the move a mistake, today the Environment Secretary claimed the vote was not about trying to let Owen Paterson off the hook.
The vote wasn't to reject the report that had been put together. The vote was to establish an appeals process so that MPs in the sort of position that yes, Owen Paterson was in, but others as well in future, would have a right of appeal. And I think that's right. It's still an important objective to have due process here, to have a right of appeal. But obviously we can only take that forward with the agreement and cooperation of other parties.
But the opposition don't buy the argument this was not about Owen Paterson. And Chair of Parliament's Standards Committee on Monday, MPs will debate the issues that Owen Paterson's case has thrown up in Parliament. But the goodwill among opposition MPs to cooperate with the government's ideas for reform now appear thin on the ground. Ione Wells, BBC News.
The Chief Medical Advisor
Well, it is such a privilege to be with you in this way on this very special COP26 Sunday as world leaders gather in Glasgow.